It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Falcons.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time, and leading them out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 5 catches, 114 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action for Davis. Now Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown, Falcons! Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball. And force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. On 3rd down, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And Crowder's now in his 3rd year with the Jets after 4 in Washington. A dependable route runner. He makes a nice catch there. On 1st down, Wilson. Seven yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They'll run with Coleman on first down. He was brought down by Brandon Copeland. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. A first down carry for Davis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This is complete to Hawkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's Ryan. He's got his man Sharp complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. but the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
We got this.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. And Davis with it left side. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. From the 38, Ryan.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And he slings one that's incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Room to run inside the 40. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. To throw again is Ryan. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Coup for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I started?
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll line up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch your defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They fell last week at the hands of the Washington football team, but they've got the lead right now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the... And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. New York ready to go again offensively. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I don't care what anyone says. To me, it takes a little bit of intestinal fortitude to call a running play in this down and distance. I mean, you're talking 3rd and 10, and sometimes the angles line up really well on a running play.
Well, it caught him totally off guard, obviously.
I think you catch him in some pass drops, and now you're able to fire out and get some space and create it for your runner and let your blockers get a good approach attack on the defenders.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he finds Tyler Croft. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 45 on second down, Wilson. It's caught by Davis. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Wilson. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down, Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Jets in that first half. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now a pass taken in by the tight end, Herndon. First target, first catch, and a first down. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On third down, Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Let's go!
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll get the lead down to 5. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm, because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to.
Now to boot this one away. Now it's Patterson. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped a take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need.
Dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Patterson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On third down, Davis. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now it's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Patterson on the carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Another go-around now for the Jets offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they hand off to Coleman. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Out right here to Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed a big hit for a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Jets now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On the counter, Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They go play action with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he is going to have the Jets for
first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Coleman has it here right side. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And, you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ryan. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Throwing again, Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with a tackle. From the 17, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ballantyne to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll get this to Coleman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're running with Gurley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Throwing now is Wilson. Finding Herndon here on the completion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down
Get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. His kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position for the 2nd one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.